Good morning. The herb lady from Alaska, mullein. Mullein is used for coughs and colds, I know that. But the main thing the Indians used it for was for diapers. It says the American Indian uses plants for diapers, but mullein worked best for the diaper. Mullein and lobelia will reduce the swelling of the mumps, swelling of the glands. It is an excellent remedy for poison ivy and poison oak. Some Indian tribes soak their sprained ankles in them, mullein water to cure them and pneumonia, and it cured them by bathing the patient in the cool of the tea. Strong mullein tea was used for severe colds. It calms the nerves and induces sleep. Some of the early Indians suffered from respiratory problems and lung infection due to the dusty terrain in which they lived. And I always wondered about that because I seen, there was so much dust when we was down in Oklahoma and Arizona. I mean, especially, New Mexico too. When I was a kid, we used to go traveling, and there was just so much dust flying through the air. And I wondered how they took care of their lungs, and now they had much mullein tea. Some of the Indians suffered from respiratory problems and lung infection due to the dust and where they lived. Mullein soothed the lungs and helped bring up the phlegm. If the Indians mostly ate, beans and meat, they probably wouldn't have phlegm. If they want to start drinking milk, that's what gives you your phlegm. Vapor treatment for mullein is good for asthma, which is made by simmering a strong pot of mullein tea, inhaling the steam with a towel over your head. This also is good for bronchitis, anything with the lungs. Mullein is considered in Ireland for all the lung trouble, especially the TB. Mullein contains potassium and calcium. These two organic materials are absolutely necessary for the nervous system and for the structure. So when you're taking the tea, it's really helping your bones and everything. Since mullein has been used for antibacterial properties, also garlic, of course, is a superior kill bacteria, but mullein is right behind it. The oil can be inserted and soften the hard wax in the glands of the ear. Mullein is used to treat lymphatic congestion. It is marvelous to see how quickly these conditions clear up. A child with extremely large lumps behind its ears and behind the back of its neck, mullein and lobelia combined, rubbed behind the ears and around the neck. The next morning, the lumps was gone entirely. Mullein is used for bladder problems. 1/2 teaspoon in 1/4 cup of water drunk before retiring will increase the toning of the bladder and prevent bedwetting and incontinence. One herbalist says that he knows several people who have detoxified their body by using mullein and broke their smoking habit. Mullein tea helps drug addicts return to breathing process, which is essential to detoxify. Deeper you breathe, better you detoxify yourself. The herb has been used to expel tapeworms in cattle. Mullein has been used to fatten up your chickens. The herb is famous for helping the cattle with lung problems. The ashes of the plant made into soap will restore the hair, which has become gray, to its natural color. The historical use is to control the bleeding bowels, swollen glands, diaper rash, poison ivy, poison oak, stinging nettles, toothaches, cramps, warts, gout, thorns. It induces sleep, asthma, stop smoking. It helps with the dry windpipe, and it restores your hair to natural color. But, the main thing about the drying, I thought that was excellent, and those people didn't have to have their legs and feet cut off with gangrene. I wish I knew that. I knew another lady that got it, and we could have used Mullein and pulled it out. But see, it's lack of knowledge that why we don't use these herbs. But more knowledge you get, and just take the notes and keep taking the notes, you not only can you help yourself, but you can help someone else. That's what I'm spending my life. I mean, my husband, for 3 years, he was broke out from head to toe. I've got pictures of it. But we did not give up, kept on giving him herbs, kept on feeding him correctly, and he completely came out of it. We have a breakout once a while, but we just take care of it with a herb, because when he got all that, he was a machine gunner in Vietnam, when he got all those chemicals sprayed on him, when he was 23 years old, he's still suffering at 77, but not as bad. God knew what was going to happen, and God provided these herbs. And so I tell people, use them. I mean, don't let what God made be in vain. Use the herbs because they can help you to be healthy. Have a great day.